Hey, what's up, everybody? What's going on, folks? Happy Fed Day. Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. My name is Michael Edward, former award-winning hedge fund trader, now the current head trader at True Trading Group. TTG is the fastest growing, highest rated premium online educational platform that is available to the retail trader today. We've got one simple goal. That's help you guys learn, trade, and profit. Your results matter. Your success matters. Your understanding of the markets matter. All right. If you guys are new, make sure you like and share this video. But more importantly, subscribe to the channel because 6 nights a week, Sunday through Friday, we go live right here where myself, other pros from True Trading Group, as well as some special guests will drop golden nuggets to give you guys free lessons and education that can help you become better traders and investors immediately. Guys, I didn't figure any of this stuff out on my own. Began my career working at a fund in New York City. I've been through plenty of Fed meetings, plenty of Fed meetings going all the way back to 2007. Man, and every single time we have these Fed meetings, it still gets you amped up. It still gets you ready for what could be a major change in policy decision that could have a drastic effect in the overall markets. We had a Fed meeting today. We had a Fed announcement today. I'm going to walk you guys through exactly what transpired in that today, what it means for the markets now going forward. Doesn't mean that the crash is just beginning, or are there other stocks that are ready to bounce now from here? We're going to go over all that stuff today. We're going to break down that Fed meeting and the significance behind it. All right. And then there's a lot of stuff that I want to cover with you guys here. So we kind of have to unpack that Fed meeting. There's a lot to go over here today. All right. So we have a lot to talk about. But like I said, guys, I didn't figure any of this stuff out on my own or sitting in my mother's basement. I began my career working for that fund in New York City. And then, 2008 was the Great Recession, the stock market crash. And that was the same year I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. Now, aside from that, maybe since about 2016, my team and I at True Trading Group have helped literally thousands of retail traders from all over the world achieve peace of mind from achieving financial freedom by learning how to trade stocks, options, and crypto. We're going to teach you how to fish and how to stand on your own 2 feet. We're going to teach you how to actually learn this skill because that's what trading is. It's a skill. It's not a get rich quick scheme. It's not gambling. It's a skill that needs to be learned properly, like any other skill in life, especially since this is one that can help you guys reach financial goals you never thought were possible. I'm going to kick things off with a 20-minute Q&A. We're going to give some time for people to log on, and then I'll spend about 15 minutes. I'll cover with you how you could join the TTG platform. For those of you that are interested, we got some discounts and incentives for those that are interested. I'll walk you through that for those that want to join. And then we're going to recap all the action from today. We're going to talk about the Fed. What did the Fed do? What didn't they do? What did Jerome Powell say? What didn't Jerome Powell say? And why patience and risk management all ties in together in your understanding of a global macro view. And then what this means now for the overall markets. Do I think we go lower from here? Do I think we have a chance of moving higher? I'm going to unpack all that later on in this live stream. And then towards the very end, I'll show you the TTG platform. Okay. And I use the word platform specifically because at True Trading Group, we are not just a chat room with courses. We are a platform that is designed to level the playing field for the retail trader. And that includes not only the same professional level of education I received working at the fund, but tools and resources that professional traders use on a daily basis. You have access to on our platform, included for free. All right. With your membership. All right. There's no upsells for any of that stuff. So I'll show you all that later. Okay. But first, let's start the Q&A. Guys, listen, don't be shy. Don't be embarrassed. Type your questions in chat. I'll ask you one thing, though. Please refrain from asking me stuff about the Fed because I am going to talk to you guys all about the Fed later on the live stream. Okay, I just want to take like a general open floor Q&A session, and then I'll tell you what happened with the Fed so you have an understanding of what just took place and what I think that means for markets going forward. All right, so start typing your questions in chat right now, folks, and let's begin that Q&A. Why did Tesla drop with good earnings? It barely dropped. Tesla's basically flat. It's not literally it's flat. Not flat. It's actually green. It's green 0.2%. So one of our pro traders actually in chat, Momin, Momin's one of our professional option traders. He actually put on an iron condor. He put on an iron condor with Tesla today going into earnings, and he's going to crush it. The iron condor trade is a more advanced level trade for option traders. It's not something that I would recommend for someone that's just getting started trading options, but in True Trading Group, there are beginner courses for options traders, but there's also advanced courses. And this is a more advanced trade to take advantage of something that is called implied volatility crush. Okay, implied volatility causes the price of option contracts to rise going into major catalyst events like in earnings. And it's actually a situation where people that buy call options and people that buy put options can both lose money. And that's exactly what's going to transpire with Tesla, as the stock has barely moved after their earnings announcement. But the Iron Condor is an advanced trade you can put on where you can make money if a stock goes sideways. And that is exactly what Moment did today. And Moment is going to be capitalizing quite handsomely on that Iron Condor. So congrats to him and the TG fam that fought along with that trade. I've heard this is the first time in years that we start off the year with so much bleeding red. Why is this year looking to be a worse year in stocks than last, despite pandemic slowing significantly? Okay, Alan, it's a great question. It's a great question. And the question that you have is literally the exact same mindset of kind of your non-market participant. Okay. People that really don't understand the dynamics of the overall market have that exact same mindset. They thought that in 2020 and 2021, the markets were going to crash because the pandemic and economies were closed. And now 2022, the markets should rally because we're getting out of the pandemic and economies are opening. The exact opposite of that mindset has happened. In 2020, we made new all-time highs. In 2021, we made new all-time highs. And now in 2022, the markets are pulling back significantly. We're down 10% now on the S&P 500. We're down 16% on the NASDAQ. The Russell 2000 is down over 20%, and it's only January 26th. So what gives? What gives is that you have to understand why the markets moved higher and with the dynamic between the markets and the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve came out with tremendous amounts of stimulus and basically just pumping trillions of dollars of free money into the markets in 2020 and in 2021 to help support financial systems and the economy during the pandemic. And that free money and those trillions of dollars that were being pumped into the system went into the markets. So the Fed literally bought trillions of dollars in bonds, mortgage-backed securities. They pumped that money into the overnight repo market, and the other institutions that were selling assets to the Fed to the tune of a few $1 trillion. Those institutions then were able to take that money and then put it into other investments like equities, and that made the markets go all the way to all-time highs. Add to that 25 million new retail investors opening up Robinhood accounts and E-Trade accounts and Charles Schwab accounts for the first time and putting their stimulus checks and putting their money into the markets. And that caused the markets to go to all-time highs in 2020 and in 2021. Now, fast forward to 2022, all of that stimulus, all of that free money is causing, in addition to supply chain disruptions, is causing massive inflation. Okay. Now you have the Federal Reserve is now going to start pulling back their stimulus. They're no longer injecting trillions of dollars into the financial systems. They are going to be raising interest rates instead of interest rates sitting at zero and people being able to borrow money essentially for free. That is now all changing. So even though the stock market, even though the economies are opening back up fully and that the pandemic is coming to an end, that is irrelevant to the stock market because that is not the reason why the COVID pandemic and the economies being closed had absolutely nothing to do with why the markets were moving to all-time highs. It was not preventing the markets from moving to all-time highs. It was a liquidity rally. And now that liquidity is being taken away. So you have a lot of different assets and a lot of different assets that are at way overinflated valuations. And now all of those higher risk assets are now coming down to more realistic valuations that a lot of people may not be necessarily comfortable with or familiar with. And I have actually some stats that they put up on CNBC today. And I want to read you guys some of these stats. And this might put things into perspective for you. And Josh Brown said, I really respect Josh Brown. But Josh Brown said something today in CNBC that could not be any more true. And that is that last year was the outlier. Last year was not normal. This year is normal. The market's being up nearly 30% last year and only experiencing nothing more than a 5% pullback is not normal. That's not normal at all. In fact, do you want to know what is normal? But here's the problem. A lot of people just got involved. 25 million retail investors just got involved in the markets in 2020 and 2021. Those people have never experienced a real market environment, real volatility, not just, oh, we get a 5% pullback and that was it. In 2021, it was buy every single dip because we just went right to all-time highs. That's not necessarily normal activity. Let me give you guys normal. Since 1928 until now, the average intra-year decline is 16.5%. Let me say that again. Since 1928 until now, the average decline that the market would experience at any point during 1 year is 16.5%. Now, last year, the greatest decline you ever saw was 5% in the S&P 500. That's not normal. So far this year, you're at 10%, which still means more than half the time since 1928 until now, there was a pullback in the market that was worse than what you've just experienced here now today. In 59 of those 94 years, that's 94 years of market activity, 59 times out of 94, the pullback was more than 10%. 59 times. 24 of those 94 times, the losses were in excess of 20%. So what you are experiencing here now for the start of 2022, my friend, is normal. But a lot of people think last year was normal. Last year was anything but normal. Going up nearly 30% and only experiencing nothing more than a 5% pullback at any point during the year is not normal. This is normal. And I think these are important statistics for me to share with you because a lot of people don't realize this. A lot of people, this is just their first experience in the market. And they think stocks just go to the moon and nothing else. That's not the way that the markets usually work. But this is a good thing. This provides opportunity. This provides volatility. This is what traders want. This is what traders want. You don't want the markets to just do what they did last year because you can't buy anything in your long-term portfolio at realistic prices. You're paying ridiculous prices on some of those stocks. You don't want to buy a stock for 150 times earnings or 100 or 200 times sales. You don't want to pay those kind of prices. You don't want to pay 32 PE ratios. You want to pay 12, 9, right? Because that's how you guys can get wealth building opportunities over the long haul. Anyone that wants or is looking to build a long-term portfolio, you want these markets to go further to the downside. You do not want them to just go up, 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 up. You want them to pull back so that you can actually buy these stocks at realistic prices and then watch them go up over the next 3, 5, 7, 10 years. Okay, so what you're experiencing so far is completely normal. But you have to understand why the markets are moving up, just like why the markets are moving down. And a lot of people do not understand why the markets went up last year and the year before that. And they certainly can't understand why the markets are moving down today. But I always share with you guys from a macro perspective what's going on so you understand the reasons why markets go up and why markets go down. Because if you want to make money on a consistent basis, you've got to understand the why. I hope that helps answer your question, Alan. So much excitement today. I was itching to make a trade. How do you control that impulse? How do you practice patience? Yeah, I mean, listen, guys. You know, the thing about patience, or the thing about Fed days. Fed days could be moments where you get tremendous volatility and tremendous action in the overall markets. And today, I'll talk about the Fed a little bit later because the Fed's statement today was extremely vague. Very, very, very vague statement. And then Jerome Powell, when he spoke at 2:30, gave a lot more clarity to that statement. And then you got direction. But the statement itself was very vague by design. The Fed very purposely was vague with their statement today. And I'll talk to you about what was vague about it. And I'll talk to you about what Jerome Powell said during his statement that finally gave the markets direction and what that means going forward. I'll talk to you about that a little bit later on the live stream. But before the Fed announcement came out, I was on the microphone talking to my members. And I told everybody, guys, everybody just breathe. Because everybody was so excited about Fed Day. I was excited about Fed Day. I was really looking forward to see if Jerome Powell was going to come out today and was going to really be like, everybody chill out. We're not going to be as hawkish as you think. He didn't do that. He had a chance to. He didn't do it. But again, we'll talk about what the Fed did a little bit later. Okay, but you've got to try to always, anxiety is gonna cause you to make emotional decisions. So you always want to try to I want to kind of keep yourself relaxed. And honestly, like seriously, even like taking deep breaths and just kind of like bringing yourself back down to earth. Because once anxiety starts going and your heart starts racing, you start to make emotional decisions. You end up chasing stocks higher. You pull the trigger too soon. You get bigger position size than you should have. Like all of these different things start to happen when your emotions start to run wild. So you really got to, try to stay patient and wait for clarity and wait for opportunity and wait for direction and momentum instead of just like flipping the coin. What? So I hope that, here we go. New question. Sorry. How volatile will we be moving forward? I expected a massive move off the Fed announcement, but got burnt by the move being fairly tame. Yeah, the move was, we moved after he started speaking, but the move was very tame when the statement came out. What does this mean now for volatility going forward? I think that the volatility of the markets moving 19 points in a single day, I think that's going to come down now a little bit. I think the next 2 weeks will be a little bit less volatile than what you saw the last 2 weeks. The last 2 weeks have been ridiculous, 1,000 points down, 1,000 points up. It's been insane. I think the markets will breathe a little bit more. Okay. And I think that when I say breathe, I don't mean breathe meaning move higher. I mean breathe meaning woosah and digest a little bit and consolidate in this area. And then the next major catalyst that can move markets in a huge way is the Fed minutes. I believe the Fed minutes are coming out February 16th. Somebody can check me on that. I'm not 100% sure. I'll confirm that though on a later live stream. The Fed minutes will be the notes from today's and yesterday's meetings. So the statement was very vague today. When we get the minutes, it's going to give a lot more clarity and it's going to fill in the blanks that the statement from today really left. The statement from today left investors with a lot of blanks and a lot of question marks. The minutes will fill in those blanks and answer those question marks. Okay, so I think you might get a little bit of a slowdown in volatility for the next couple of days, and then when those Fed minutes come out, it's right back to the craziness. Mike, today was a deception for me. I was ready to make some good money, but instead lost. Isn't better just not trade on this Fed days? It's too difficult to find out the market's direction. TG Sanchez, no, I don't think it's better to not trade on Fed. Fed days could provide you with tremendous opportunities, but the volatility on Fed day really increases. And so does, and the implied volatility on the option contracts, that all increases as well. It's like when you're trading on a Fed day, it's similar if you're going to trade on earnings, you're going to trade on some of the major news announcement. You've just got to just kind of control risk a little bit better. You got to take, and I even said this before the Fed came out. Before the Fed came out, I told people that how volatile options would be trading after the Fed meeting to reduce your position size to be able to handle that type of movement. I specifically said that today on the mic. You have to just understand it's okay, if the markets have a chance of moving 5, 6, 7, 8 points, that means you're also going to have a chance of the markets moving, 2, 3, 4 points in the opposite direction of what you're looking for. So you want to make sure that you control your risk, you stick to your stop losses, you keep your position size muted. Whenever you're getting into a volatile situation where the moves can be much bigger, okay, and much bigger, you want to just reduce your position size, because in the smaller position size, okay, in the smaller position size, it'll still allow you to capitalize on the move. The move is going to be so big. If you catch an 8, 7, 8 point move in the overall markets with smaller position size, you're still going to make a lot of money. But you're going to have the chance, when you have a real high volatility like this with a Fed announcement, you're going to have the chance to lose $2, $3, $4. So you just make sure you always protect the downside. If you catch the direction, the reward will be worth it. Today's Fed meeting was a lot different than Fed meetings that you've had in the past. Like that Fed, the statement was very vague, and it left the markets kind of like this. The markets were like up and then down and then up, and then we're like, nobody really knew what the Fed was really doing based on the statement that came out at 2:00. And then one specific statement from Jerome Powell, gave one sentence, specific sentence, I'll tell you about it later, gave the markets direction. So I don't think that you should never trade Fed announcements. You just have to be, reduce position size, account for the volatility, and just, control risk management. Didn't we lose money on spot? Yeah. I got myself. So when the Fed came out with their announcement, so I'll tell you guys what I did today. When the Fed came out with their announcement, it was very vague. And I came on the mic and I was like, guys, okay, this is actually a very vague statement. But there was one specific thing that was not in the statement, and that was discussions about balance sheet runoff. So as soon as the statement came out, there was nothing about balance sheet runoff. I took a small position on calls. I told everybody, guys, this is a small position. Okay, it was kind of like a tier 1. And I'm going to wait for Jerome Powell to give us some clarity on the statement, because the statement was very vague. And I was like, if he gives us clarity, then I'll add to that position. So I got myself into a small kind of a starter position. I told everybody on the microphone, I was very specific, guys, this is like a tier 1. And then I'll wait and see what happens with Jerome Powell. And then it was like the vagueness of the statement just caused the markets to, we went up 4 points, down 5 points, up 3 points. And the market just kind of literally just went like that. Just literally went like this for the first, 30 minutes of that statement coming out. And then I just, okay, now I'm getting out of those calls. I got out of those calls, and then we waited for Jerome Powell to speak. And then once Jerome Powell started speaking, that's when now I'm looking for direction. I'm looking for direction. And then he said one statement that gave you direction. And then I tried to get myself into put options, and then did not get the entry area that I was looking for. And I'll talk to you guys all about this later. Okay, and then a specific price zone that I wanted to buy put options after he said a specific statement. And I never got the entry into that zone. The market just continued to move after he was talking. So I never got my fill on that. But it was a small loss for me on the SPY calls. Nothing in comparison to the amount of money that we've made so far trading options. It's been a monster of a month, an absolute monster of a month. This volatility in the overall markets has been insane. We've had 194% gain, 160% gain. 69% gain, 61% gain, 51% gain, 40%, 26%. Nuts. But that's why it's important for you guys, like I said before, about what the previous person's question about, risk management on these things. I told you guys I was getting into a small tier 1. Tier 1, for those that don't understand what that means, tier 1 means, so if you wanted to get into a full-size position, let's say you wanted to buy 1,000 shares of a stock. I'm just giving you guys an example. Tier 1 would be 250. So tier 1 is 25% of your desired size. So whatever your desired size is, if your desired size is 10 option contracts, then tier 1 would be 2 or 3. If your position size is 100 shares, tier 1 would be 25 shares. So yeah, yes, I made a red trade on SPY calls, but it was a small position. I was just waiting to see what happened when Jerome Powell started speaking. And when he started talking, everything changed. You can't, there's no way you can know what somebody's going to say. Yes, thank you, Joe. I did say that very specifically, but What can I do? TG not only helps you make money, it helps you not lose it. 100%. 100%. 100%. That's what risk management is all about, guys. I was very specific with when I said I was buying a tier one, and saying I'm keeping my stop really tight. I'm just going to get myself something here before Jerome Powell starts speaking. And then I decided to get out of it. And then that was that. But I mean, nobody should have gotten hurt on something like that. That's not but I'll preach so I'm blue in the face, but sometimes, let's see. Mike, can you please explain gaps? Do they always fill? How is the trading done during pre-market and after hours between the sellers, buyers, and market makers? Is it any different than during regular hours? Okay, multiple questions there. Explain gaps. First, what is a gap? A gap is when a stock closes for trade at a specific price point and opens the next day either higher or lower than that previous price. So the stock closes at $22.71 and it opens up at $23.10. That is a gap up. If it closes at $22.71 and opens at $22.10, that is a gap down. Gaps do not always need to be filled. That is not true. Sometimes people say gaps must always be filled. That is not true. Gaps do not always need to be filled. Okay. Or sometimes gaps get filled, but it could take 5 years to fill that gap. All right. So I don't like saying that gaps always fill. I don't like putting the word always in anything involving the stock market because nothing works 100% of the time. Nothing. Not a chart pattern, not a strategy, not a chart setup, not an indicator. Nothing works 100% of the time. So I don't like always saying that. Now, how does after hours and pre-market work? It's no different than regular market hours. It's just that not everyone has the ability to transact pre-market and after hours. But it's the same thing. I can trade pre-market and after hours the same as if I wanted to trade during the market open. Best advice I regretfully ignored is to use the paperless trading before you start to trade with real money. It cost me $10K to learn that lesson the hard way. No shame in paper trading. Yeah, that's 100% accurate. I preach all the time. I preach all the time about people when you first get started in the market or you first get started trading, that everyone should use our simulator. So with the TG platform, you get access to a simulator free. It lets you trade stocks and options with fake money, but with real-time data. So you can trade, the same like as we are. This simulator is actually used at a lot of different universities across the country. Cal State University, Fullerton, University of Wisconsin, Whitewater, Berkeley Haas, and Illinois Tech all use this simulator that we have on our platform. They use it as part of their finance schools. And there's no shame in trading on, like you said, there's no shame. A lot of people feel like, oh, paper trading, it's beneath me. I mean, it's beneath you. Who are you? Are you like a billionaire, hedge fund manager? It's like practice. It's like nobody, all these other professions, everybody goes through, you go through a training, in other professions. But so many people, when they first get started in the markets, they just dive right in. Like, oh, I don't need any training. I'm just going to dive right in. I'm just got to find someone that can predict the future. And I'm going to dive right in. That's not what trading is. But too many people are worried about getting rich quick. They're worried about cutting corners. They don't want to actually put in any effort or energy to actually learn how to do this the right way. And, for a lot of those people, I try to help explain that to people. But for some people, they don't want to hear it. They just want, BS. And just want somebody to tell them what to do and someone that predict the future. But that's not the way that the markets work. Use the simulator, folks. It's the best piece of advice I can give anyone that is just starting out. Okay, guys, listen up very carefully. I'm going to talk about the THD membership for about 15 minutes. Okay. A couple of people that are asking about it. I'll talk about the membership for 15 minutes and I'm going to get right into the SPY. and what happened with the Fed and how I plan on making money the rest of the week and beyond that. So don't go anywhere. I'm going to tell you what the Fed meeting today, what I think that means for the overall market. So don't go anywhere. But let me tell you real quick a little bit about the membership for those people that are asking, okay? Because results matter at True Trading Group. I told you that before. And an example of a result would be by you joining True Trading Group, putting in an effort, taking the courses, passing the exams, using the tools, like joining the study groups, attending the workshops. You all statistically have a very good chance of making money. More importantly, becoming better traders. Okay. And if anybody does not believe me, if you guys think that that's not, I understand it doesn't mean much when I say something like that. I understand that. Okay. But I want to ask members themselves and let members themselves actually explain and share their experiences with you. So do me a favor, guys. Right now, I'm talking to my members specifically, my TTG members, my family members, yourselves. If you guys are making money and you guys are becoming better traders, very simply, are you making money? Are you becoming a better trader? If you are, type the number 1 in chat right now. Go ahead, type the number 1 in chat if you guys are making money and you're becoming better traders. Now, anybody that's not a member, like I said, in 15 minutes, I'm going to talk to you about the SPY, the Fed, and how I plan on making money. But just look at how many people are about to type the number 1 in chat right now. All of these number 1s, these are people that are making money and becoming better traders. They found True Trading Group most likely the same way you did, and that's one of these live streams. They've got all the same hurdles and excuses that you have. They have full-time jobs. They've got small accounts. They have no experience, but here they are telling you that they're making money and becoming better traders, and that's because of the education and the tools and the resources and the community that they're now a part of. And if they can do it, so can you. This is what I mean by results matter. Another example of results would be actually by you trying to figure this out on your own. You have, and look it up. I'm not making these numbers up. You actually have over a 90% chance of failing if you try to figure all this stuff out on your own. Now, I'm not saying that because I think TGG is the only way to do this. It's not, but I do think it's one of, if not the best ways, okay, for all people of all walks of life to be able to learn, trade, and profit. We help people reach their goals of becoming consistently profitable by combining professional level of education. It's the same stuff that I learned that I worked at the fund in New York. It's a simplified and expanded upon version of that. Okay. And we pair that with tools from companies like Benzinga, TradingView, Quote Media, Trade Ideas. We're a community of traders that all shares the same goal, and that's to help them learn, trade, and profit together. Okay. So like I said, in about 15 minutes, I'm going to go over with you guys, and I'm going to go with you the SPY, the Fed, what happened at the Fed meeting today, what it means for the markets going forward. I'd like to see here first, though, how many people are here that are new to the live stream, or maybe you're not a member. Now, you guys go ahead and type the number 1 in chat. If you're not a member, this is your first time on the live stream, go ahead and type the number 1 in chat if you guys are new or not a member. All right, we got Ali. Let's see. We got Fernando, Andrew, Alan just asked that question. What's up, Alan? Mad Hatter, Richard, Turn It Up, Destination Freedom, CXV for Beast, Gorilla Invictus, Parvin, Christopher, Keegan, Jordan Reinhardt, Jay Nelson, Deborah Brown, Rudy, Dean, Tommy, Tyler, Blaze, Solomon, John Investing, David Hintz, Life with Saf, Kira TV, Shodesh, Romton, Kevin, Advanced Prism, Akaji Zubaza, Antonio, Laquinder, Tyler Knowlton, Hunter Brooks, David Ayala, Esther Gali. Great. Look at all these number 1s. Wow, guys, a lot of number 1s coming through chat. I see a lot of new people that are with us on the live. Welcome, all of you. Guys, seriously, welcome, welcome, welcome all of you. You guys might not realize how fortunate you are to be on the live right now, but I'm telling you, seriously, make sure you subscribe. I do this 6 nights a week. I'm always going to give you guys, information, golden nuggets, education, lessons. I'll give you guys, I basically tell you everything that I'm doing in the markets, what trades I'm in, what I think the market's going to do. I share with you all with this stuff every single day. So make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button. Show me some love too. All right. But like I said, in 15 minutes, we'll talk about the SPY. We'll talk about the Fed. Let me tell you guys real quick about the membership here for those that are all asking. Okay. Because at True Trading Group, it is our goal to level the playing field for the retail trader and investor. Okay. Now that means a continued effort from us. Okay. That means a continued effort from us to make sure that the access to our platform where you get the education and can use the tools remains within reach financially for those people that want it. It should not cost you $5,000, $7,000, $10,000. Okay. It should not cost you that. All right. People should be able to get access to this information and use these tools and resources without working at a hedge fund in New York City. All right. So here's the deal. The membership to True Trading Group is normally $2,212. But tonight on this live stream, you guys can actually take advantage of a 41% discount, brings the price down to $1,286. Okay, $1,286 for the annual membership. That's an all-inclusive plan. You guys get access to literally everything. There's no upsells for tools and courses. All of our tools and courses are included with that one-time payment. Okay, and I'm going to, if you guys were on my live stream last night, in honor of what has been a huge month so far in January, I told everybody that I was going to buy 20 laptops for the next 20 people that joined, and we sold out. Okay, we sold out of those laptops pretty quickly. So I'm on the hook for those laptops. I'm buying them myself. So I'm going to publicly, he doesn't know this, but I'm volunteering Adam to purchase now 20 laptops for the next 20 people that join True Trading Group. Yeah, I did it. Yep. You're buying 20 laptops, buddy.
You're an idiot.
No, I'm not. Just putting the good vibes out there, man. So there you guys have it. Whether Adam likes it or not, it's too late. I already said it, so now he's got to do it. Like, that's the thing. Like, when we say stuff like this, like live, and once we say it, we can't take it back. We've got to fulfill it. Like, according to everything, like our liability legally. So now Adam's got to stick to it.
Like, what's wrong with a Kindle and a tablet? Like, what's wrong with that?
But I bought 20 of them yesterday, so I'm going to make you buy 20 of them now.
That's not, you did that on your own.
I'm doing this on my own too.
So stupid. You know what? No, because here's what's going to happen. All joking aside, nobody else does this, so everyone's just going to keep getting used to it all the time. And then no one's going to sign up when we have Kindles. I mean, listen, Kindles are still really cool too. Because when we sold out of the laptops yesterday, we started offering Amazon Kindles, which is still cool. I mean, guys, it's a free electronic. I mean, we literally even cover the shipping costs. But, I mean, listen, the laptops are cool. Everybody loves them. Everyone loves getting a free laptop. But don't join True Trading Group just because of the laptop, seriously. You know, join True Trading Group because you guys actually want to get a real education. You want to become part of the group, not because you just want a free electronic. It's a lot cooler to buy your own laptop with trading profits. That's a lot cooler. Yeah, you know what else would be cool?
Just
to discuss, being, impulsive about offering up your business partner's money.
I've literally listened to you offer up one of my watches on a live stream before.
Yeah, but that was a joke.
All right. Well, I'm just saying.
All right. Well, everyone enjoy the laptops. I can tell you I will not be doing it tomorrow. In fact, I'm taking away the company card from Mike. So sign up tonight if you want your laptop, because I can assure you that unless we get them wholesale, we're not doing that again. So enjoy yourself, everyone.
So, well, anyway, guys, there you have it. So the next 20 people, all right, courtesy of Adam, you can all thank Adam. You can really thank me for volunteering Adam to do it. But the next 20 people that go to ttgoffer.com and then use the code TTG121 will get themselves a brand new free laptop upon becoming TTG certified. What does that mean? Becoming TTG certified means you've completed our courses and you've passed our quizzes. It's a badge of honor for members. You get a green check mark next to your username. You also get a certificate that you can print it out. You can hang it on your wall or on your desk, whatever. It lets people know that really that you have completed a professional level education. It's a simplified version and expanded upon of what I learned when I worked at the fund in New York. And now your opinion now carries more weight in chat. So upon that, we will send you that free laptop. We even cover the shipping costs. We ship anywhere in the world. We literally have members in all corners of the globe. Okay. So again, just ttgoffer.com, ttg121. The 41% discount, the laptop. You're also getting 2 free study groups with a pro, a true trading group. Your chance to get more individualized attention. So you can ask questions and get talk about topics and issues that you're struggling with. So we can speed up your learning curve. All right. This is all included when you guys sign up. And then also never forget, True Trading Group is the home of the double your money back guarantee. Okay, it is official. We are the home of the double your money back guarantee. I told you before that results matter. I stand behind this program. I put my money where my mouth is. Results matter, but it's your results matter. Your success matters, not anybody else's. Nobody else is paying your bills. Your individual success matters. Because of that, we offer double your money back with our money back guarantee. Let me explain how this works. If you join True Trading Group right now for $12.86, okay, and if you go through all of our courses, you pass the quizzes, and you attend one study group, basically utilize the platform you are subscribing to. If you do those 3 things, and if at the end of your 1-year membership, you have still not made back $1,286, which is your membership fee at least once, I'm going to give you not just your $1,286 back, I'm going to give you $2,572 back. That is double what you paid for the platform. We are the only group product service program out there that offers anything like this because, quite frankly, nobody has the same confidence in their ability to help you become successful as we are. It's not just about my success. It's not just about the other moderator's success. It's about your success. And I told you before, results matter, and this is how I prove it to you. So let me again clarify. Go to ttgoffer.com. You enter the coupon code TTG121. You get a 41% discount. You get a free laptop upon becoming certified. You get 2 small private study groups with a pro. And if you go through our courses, pass the quizzes, and attend 1 study group, at the end of your membership, if you have still not made the $1,286 back at least once, I'm giving you $2,572 back. Do not come to me in 30 days and say, hey, Mike, I didn't make my money back. This program sucks. I want a refund. I'm going to say, well, first of all, it's only been 30 days. Trading is not a get-rich-quick scheme. You're supposed to give this thing the time, the energy, and the effort to actually learn this skill. And then I go and I check, and you've gone through 1 course. You haven't passed 1 quiz. You never signed into a study group. Do not hit me up in 30 days and ask for your money back, because my response to you is going to be, my program doesn't suck. You're just being lazy. So if you're going to be lazy, then no, True Trading Group is not for you. I'll tell you that right now. Sign up the live stream. There's other services out there that would love to take your money. But if you are willing to actually put an effort into learning this skill and understanding what goes on in the market, why markets go up, why they go down, okay, being able to become consistently profitable, I am willing to literally say, if you fail, we as a company are going to lose money. And I'm okay doing that because I see the results that our members are having. Our refund rate from 2017 till today, we have had to refund 1.73% of our member base. 1.73%. We've never denied anyone a refund that asked for it after doing those 3 things and never making their membership fee back. We've never denied anyone of that refund. And we've only had to refund 1.73% of our member base. Okay. Evan and John, welcome to the TTG family. Our first 2 new members, 18 of those laptops left. Rack them up, guys. They're on Adam tonight. All right, 18 laptops left, folks. So again, ttgoffer.com, TTG121. All right. Evan and John, welcome to the family. There's 18 of those spots left. You'll know you're getting a laptop, guys. If you see a laptop in your checkout cart, that means you're good. You're getting one of the 18. If you have questions about the membership, You can send a text message. Don't call. Send a text message to 201-775-9702. But again, don't call that number. Text it. Let me tell you guys what comes with the membership, because it is all inclusive. There are no upsells for courses and tools and all that. It's all included. And then in just a minute, I'm going to go over the SPY and the Fed. Okay. You get our entire curriculum, all of our beginner courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, how to trade during a crash. It's all in text and video format, whichever is easier for you guys to learn. It's a simplified and expanded upon version I learned working at the fund. There are no VIP or pro courses you have to pay more money for. Okay. There's no upsells like that. All right. So you get access to all of the courses. You get our trading performance journal, which tracks your trading and gives you stats on it so we can figure out what you're doing wrong. You have Benzinga Pro's newsfeed. This gives you live breaking up to the second news alerts. If you wanted this Benzinga newsfeed and you wanted to buy it on your own, you're going to have to pay Benzinga $1,404. Now, you can get this exact newsfeed when you join True Trading Group for $12.86 and get everything else I'm also showing you now. If you were to buy the tools and resources on our platform on your own, you're spending at least $5,000 to $6,000 a year. That's just for the tools. That doesn't include any of the courses or the chat room, the trade alerts, or any of that stuff. You're also going to get Quote Media's full book level 2, so you can see all the market makers, Trading View's charting software, one of the most commonly used charting softwares by traders. I told you about the simulator that's used at all those different colleges and universities across the country, a trade ideas scanner to make sure you're always focused on the hottest stocks during the day. Of course, our chat room with all the trade alerts from a group of professional traders that sports a win rate of over 80% collectively. We are fully transparent. We keep a trading journal on our website. It tracks every buy and sell that our moderators make. All of our wins and losses are right there for you all to see. Go look at them. We do live workshops and webinars every week covering a variety of different trading topics. We have options flow, dark pool data, unusual options activity, analyst ratings, insider buying and selling, social sentiment scanner to see what stocks are being talked about most on social media. All of these tools are on your platform when you pay $12.86. You don't pay $1 extra for anything I'm telling you now. And then don't forget, you get the 2 private study groups, the free laptop, and the double your money back guarantee. You just have to go to ttgoffer.com and enter the code TTG121. Michael and Jordan, get rid of the ampersand. Just Michael Jordan, member of True Trading Group, the GOAT. Don't anybody argue me on this. LeBron James is not better than Michael Jordan. I will fight you to the death if you tell me that. Okay. Michael and Jordan, welcome.
Bro, you've already been wrong once today on your trade. Do you really want to get into this now as well?
Bro,
I'm just kidding.
This is not even a debate.
Because you just volunteered thousands of dollars of my money.
Listen, Michael Jordan's a GOAT, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everyone that is going to argue this with me. I'm sorry. All right. But anyway, Michael and Jordan, welcome to the TTG family. Folks, there's 16 laptops left. There are 16 laptops left. Okay? 16 laptops left. Michael and Jordan, welcome. All right? Now, guys, listen, to be fair, there are additional things that you could buy with your True Trading Group membership, but they're not necessary to be successful. The tools, the resources, the courses, they are all available with your annual membership for $12.86. There's other stuff you could buy. There's other add-ons, but you don't need that to be successful. Everything I just said to you is included for $12.86. There's no upsells for any of those tools, any of those courses. They're all included with your membership. Okay? All right, folks? That's it. All right. Also, folks, if you're not ready to join the group full time, we do have a 1-week trial. You can go to ttgthree.com. It's a 1-week trial. It's a full week. So if you join today, you'll get access Thursday to Thursday. Okay. So again, it's only $3 though. It's $3. We charge $3 just to make sure you're a real person. Everybody has $3. It'll be the best $3 you ever spent in your life. Okay. You guys just have to go to ttgthree.com. All right. And you'll have access to our 1-week trial. All right. There's no automatic renewal. There's no automatic upgrade or reoccurring payment. It's a one-time payment of $3. That's it. You guys want to get your butts in chat, because when the market picks direction, folks, we're on it. This has been a ridiculous month of January. Ridiculous month of January. Right? And I expect this to continue. And then, hey, once the Fed minutes come out on the 16th, I expect another hugely volatile day. Hugely volatile day. You know, you're going to have this for a long time because you have inflation, you have the Fed, you got interest rates, you got this stuff going on with Russia. This volatility is going to be here for a while. Listen, are we going to move 1,000 points during the day, every day? No. But are we going to move 400 to 800? Yes. And that is going to give you, as an active trader, is just ridiculous opportunity. Ridiculous opportunity. So get your butts in chat, guys, for real. You know, start to get familiar with, you know, the education, the tools, the resources. You guys can start capitalizing on these opportunities. Okay. Now let's go on over now. Let's get to the SPY. Let's get to the Fed. What happened today? Let's talk all about it. Let me share my charts with you guys. Antonio, welcome. Everybody welcome Antonio. There's now only 15 of those laptops left, courtesy of Adam. 15 of those laptops left. Everybody welcome Antonio. Folks, don't forget, ttgoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code. You got the double your money back guarantee. What do you guys have to lose? As long as you're not going to be lazy, as long as you're going to go through the courses, right? Pass the quizzes, attend the study group. If you don't make back the 1286 at least once, I'm going to give you back 2572. So if you fail, I'm giving you, you're getting 100% return on your investment. Okay. All right. All right. Let's talk about overall markets now. Let's talk about the Fed. What happened today? All right. Let's go to the charts. Okay. So let's zoom in. Okay, this is what happened when the Fed statement came out, right? This is what the market looked like when the Fed statement came out. We blasted right through the high of the day. Blasted through it. Now, when the statement came out, I was walking members through as the statement came out. And I came on the microphone. I told everybody, I said, guys, this is a very vague statement. There was not a lot of detail. There was not a lot of clarity. It was very vague. It was probably the most vague statement that we've seen from the Fed throughout this entire process, but it was vague by design. The Fed was vague today with their statement because they know that every investor around the world is waiting for what they're going to say. They know that what they do and say moves the market. So they were vague. You just literally have the NASDAQ drop 14%, the S&P dropped 9%, you know, the Russell dropped 20%, the Dow dropped 6%. You just had all these, the markets really shake themselves up. William, welcome. Everybody welcome William. There's 14 laptops left now, folks. 14 laptops left now. Remember, if you guys have questions about the membership or you're having a hard time signing up, just text 201-775-9702. The phone number is at the bottom of your screen if you have questions. Do not call that number. It's a text-only number. We literally can't answer the call even if you wanted. Okay? All right, now, the one thing that I was able to take from the statement, the actual statement, was no talk of a balance sheet runoff. Now, let me explain to you guys what was going on in my head. The Fed minutes that came out in December talked about balance sheet runoff. That's why the markets have really crashed over the last 3 weeks, is because of the balance sheet runoff news that was in the minutes on January 5th. January 5th. Okay. So January 5th was when the Fed minutes came out and they talked about balance sheet runoff. The markets hated that. The markets were at all-time highs. Then all of a sudden, balance sheet runoff in the minutes, and the markets have crashed now. The NASDAQ down 20%, the S&P down, the NASDAQ down like 14%. Now currently, after today, down about 16%. Russell down 20, S&P down 10, right? It was the balance sheet runoff that really had the markets shaken. For those that don't know, balance sheet runoff means the Fed is going to start reducing the size of their balance sheet. Their balance sheet has ballooned over the pandemic to $9 trillion. They've got to get that back to like 5 or 6. All right. So balance sheet runoff, they can run off the balance sheet by 2 ways. One's conservative, one's aggressive. Conservative would be letting maturing securities just fall off the balance sheet and not reinvest into a maturing security. And then that'll allow it to just fall off the balance sheet. That's one way of reducing the size of the balance sheet by not investing in that security to keep it on the balance sheet. The other way would be to actively sell securities into the different markets, whether it's a bond in the credit markets or something else. Okay, or a mortgage-backed security, you can actually just sell them. That's more aggressive. All right, so those are 2 ways that the Fed can do a balance sheet runoff. So I was thinking that if they talked about balance sheet runoff in the last meeting, because the Fed minutes said that they talked about it, I thought maybe this meeting, it'd be part of their statement. If they were getting ready to start the balance sheet runoff, I thought it'd be part of the statement. And I thought the markets would think it would be part of the statement because the markets have sold off ahead of that. So when the statement came out, it was very vague, but there was no section of balance sheet runoff. There was no discussion of balance sheet runoff. So I go, okay, very vague statement, but nothing about balance sheet runoff. Now Jerome Powell, it's up to him because he's going to talk at 2:30. So what I did was I took a small starter position on call options at this moment. At this moment, I literally came in right there and I bought some call options. A starter, like a tier 1. It was actually a little more than tier. It was like 30% instead of 25%. So again, tier 1, for those that were not on the live stream earlier, tier 1 means you're buying about 25% of your desired position size is what that means. All right. So I came on the microphone. I told everybody, go, guys, I'm kind of like doing a starter here. It's a tier 1. I'm going to wait for Jerome Powell to speak. There's no mention of balance sheet runoff. Now let's see what Jerome Powell says about interest rates. So I took the tier 1. Now, after I take the tier 1, we get a little push, and then all of a sudden you get a pullback. Now, when this pullback takes place, I'm saying, you know what? It seems to me now, because obviously this is a fluid thing. Like as the statement comes out, you've got to read through it and you've got to see like what it says. So as time goes on, this is now your 9 minutes after the statement, it's just too vague. And then you get the pullback. So I ended up exiting those calls. Yes, I did take a right there is where I exited them. I took a loss on this position. It was a tier 1. It wasn't a big position. It wasn't a full position, but yes, it was still a red trade. All right, Tom and Jen, welcome. Welcome, Tom and Jen. There's now only 12 of those laptops left. Everybody welcome Tom and Jen. Welcome. Remember, folks, ttgoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code. Okay? And now it's just up to Jerome Powell. And then you'll see that while the markets waited for Jerome Powell, we just went up and down, up and down, up and down. Nobody knew what to do. It was too vague. There wasn't clarity on interest rate hikes. There wasn't clarity on, are we getting 3 hikes, 4 hikes, 5 hikes? Are we going to be at 0.9%, 1.2, 1.3? There wasn't a lot of clarity there. No mention of balance sheet runoff at all. So everybody waited for Jerome Powell to start speaking. Well, Jerome Powell starts speaking, and he says one sentence that gave the market direction. It happened right here. Now, what was that one sentence? Jerome Powell was asked a question specifically about balance sheet runoff. And he answered the question. And he answered the question enough to where he could have stopped. He could have put a period. Instead, he put a comma and he kept going. The period would have stabilized markets. The comma gave you direction. Because what he said was, we are in a very different position now than we were the last time we did quantitative tightening. Quantitative tightening is just a fancy word for shrinking their balance sheet, aka balance sheet runoff. Okay? He said, we're in a very different position. The balance sheet is a lot bigger. The economy is much stronger. Inflation is much higher. And you would expect us to be able to reduce faster because of that. That changed everything. He didn't have to say that. But he said it then, and then he said it a second time, and then he said it a third time throughout the Q&A session when people were asking him questions. That is what gave you direction. That's when the markets finally stopped going up and down, and finally went down. Now, at this moment, it was literally right around here. I came on the microphone and I said to my members in chat, I go, guys, there it is. I was like, there it is. There's the comment, right? My members, true or false? True or false? Did I or did I not? At this very moment, because these people that are not members, they're not in chat with us. I kind of like go, guys, there it is. There's the comment. And I repeated what Jerome Powell said. And I go, now you're getting direction. There it is. Now Jerome Powell just signaled to the market that, yes, we are going to reduce the size of our balance sheet. And yes, we can do it faster than we did last time. Last time they did a balance sheet runoff, they only allowed securities to fall off the balance sheet. They did not actively sell. So for him to make the comparison of the balance sheet's a lot bigger, the economy is a lot stronger, inflation's a lot higher than last time, that statement in itself is hawkish. Hawkish, for those that don't know, means the Fed is tightening monetary policy. It's typically bearish for equities. Not all the time. Typically. I don't have time, not enough time to get into moments when it could be actually good. Okay. Now at that moment, now I'm saying, guys, I'm looking for put options, and I really wanted this entry. I really wanted this entry. This actually still stings. So there's your previous low of the day. There was your low of the day. Once we cracked through the low, I'm looking to be a buyer of put options right here. Right here was my zone to enter the puts. Okay. Right there is my zone to enter the put options, and I never got it. I never got it. I was looking at the 435 strike Friday expiration put. I never got the move into the 437s. The highest we got was 436.50. All right. And we never got it. All right. And then you got this move to the downside. And that's the shift in direction. Now, listen, even though I didn't get, a lot of members caught this, by the way, because when I told everybody the kind of the plan here, and a lot of members caught those put options. If you're a member and you guys caught that trade on puts, sound off in chat. I'd love to know. I'd love to know if you guys caught that on the back of that analysis. But this is the type of stuff. This is the type of stuff that you have to understand. Like, why is the market going up? Why is the market going down? Okay. This is the type of stuff you need to understand. A lot of people don't discuss any of this. But if you guys really want to learn how to take advantage of opportunities in the market, you've got to understand bigger picture. You've got to understand bullish sentiment versus bearish sentiment. Okay? You've got to understand what causes that. All right? Nice. Look at all these guys. Look at everyone that's commenting. Way to go. Brandon, $2,500. Thank you, Marco. Got a couple contracts. This is good. Makus, Determined, Diana, Big Dane. Way to go, Wild Child. Fixer Upper nailed it with the futures. Way to go, Phil. $3,000 for Jacob. Yes. Way to go, Vin. Way to go, Vin. Way to go, Brendan, Joseph, Eric. Yes. Oh, I love this. Look at how many people caught. This is great. 60% gain for Boss Nation. Nicely done, guys. Great job. Great job. Great job. That makes me feel better. You know, Nicely done. Okay, so what happens now is there's going to be a lot of people that are going to look for answers with the Fed minutes on in February. You're going to have a lot of people that are going to look for answers in that. So that's going to be a major catalyst day that could potentially give you like wild action, like you saw over the last couple of days. This is the craziest week that I've actually probably ever seen with the volatility of what we've seen in the market, the size and the severity of the moves. Nuts, absolutely nuts. Now let's talk about what I think happens now going forward. Going forward, you have a defined area now and defined range for the SPY. And this is going to be a really good trading range that we can capitalize on over the next couple of weeks. Okay, because I'm going to look now, you have solidified a Fed high, which lines up also with the 200-day moving average. So your Fed high is lined up with the 200-day, and then you have this technical low all the way down here from the flush out day in Monday. That leaves us with an active trading range of this. And I think you're going to trade inside of this range for the next week or two. And I think, we may, go back up and test that 200-day again, right? Like test the 200-day, then fail the 200-day, and then gap down, and then like have a little bit of a hesitation, then maybe go down and test this previous low and then bounce off of it. Like, I think this is going to be a really good tradable range for us that we can really take advantage of and that we can really capitalize on. Okay. So I think that we're set up here for now a tradable range that we can really look to ride. And then Fed minutes come out, and then you're going to have another huge directional move. So, a perfect time, guys, to really start to get yourselves educated, acclimated, and familiar with what's going on in the overall markets and understand bigger picture. And then don't forget, you still have this whole situation with Russia going on in the background. And who knows what happens there? That could escalate. And if that escalates, that can cause some hiccups in the overall markets as well. So you have a lot going on. So, I'm excited for still what's to come here. I think it's crystal clear that the Federal Reserve is not coming to the market's aid. Okay, the Federal Reserve is not going to save the market right now. They had a chance to do that today, and they didn't. Today, the Fed being vague today tells me that they're hawkish and they don't want to admit it. If the Fed was going to be dovish, they would have came out and pounded their chest dovish. They didn't do that. They were super vague. That was done purposely. That was done by design. Okay? So I like the setup here going forward. I like this tradable range now. We can get calls in the low 420s, puts in the low 440s, and we can trade that beautiful 20-point range. I think you're going to have an opportunity there over the next at least week where we can actually trade that 20-point range. There's going to be a lot of money to be made in there, folks. A lot of money to be made in there. Okay? So there you have it, guys. I hope that, explains to you and you have a better understanding of what happened today with the Fed, why the market's traded lower, why the hesitation at first. I hope you guys have a better understanding of the overall market now and bigger picture, bigger macro picture, because understanding this stuff is going to be what will help you guys determine direction. Way to go. Hey, Harold, welcome. Welcome, Harold, the newest member of the group. Folks, there are now only 11 of those laptops left. You got to go to ttgoffer.com. Use the coupon code TTG121. You'll get the 41% discount, the free laptop, the 2 private study groups, and the double your money back guarantee. And then, folks, don't forget, we have a trial. It's 1 week. It's only $3. You can go to ttgthree.com if you guys want to join us for the 1 week trial. All right. I actually think we might get a green day tomorrow. So some people are asking me, Mike, what do you think about tomorrow? I think you might actually get a small green day tomorrow. I think it's possible you get a small green day. I don't know. It just from what I'm seeing from a technical standpoint, I kind of feel like we're going to have a small green day tomorrow. I might trade like, 437, 436, something like that. So remember, guys, if you join the trial tomorrow, you'll get access in chat until next Thursday. So it's Thursday to Thursday. All right. From Thursday to Thursday, you guys will have access. All right, guys, I'm just looking at some stuff right now. I'm just looking at some aftermarket stuff. So yeah, if you join tonight for the trial, you'll have access in chat from tomorrow to next Thursday. Okay, from tomorrow to next Thursday. All right. Tomorrow could be a huge day, folks. I would get your butts in chat. Now that the Fed is kind of, out of the way, markets could be left to kind of trade it freely without that anxiety. And then I think we're going to have some really good opportunities here to finish out the month. All right, it's been a banner record-breaking month so far. Let's finish it out strong. Get your butts in chat. All right. Let me show you the platform. All right. I told you guys before, I'll show you the platform. I'll show you the tools and resources and everything that are included because, like I said, it's an all-inclusive membership. So let me actually walk you through it. If I don't sneeze first. So you guys are going to get with your membership. Of course, you're getting access to the chat room. Okay. The chat room is where the moderators and I share our screen with you. We're also live on the microphone talking to you like I'm talking to you now, calling out our trades in advance in real time, calling out opportunities. We're with you from pre-market till after hours. You're going to get at least a minimum 10 easy to follow, actionable, real-time trade alerts per week from a community of professional traders sporting an over 80% win rate collectively. We're fully transparent. There's a journal on our site. It tracks every buy and sell we make. So you can see for yourself how you'd be doing if you followed all of our alerts. 2 small private study groups. That's your chance to get individual attention from a pro. The Benzinga news feed gives you live breaking up to the second news alerts right inside of chat without delay. The TradingViews premium charting software is one of the most commonly used charting softwares for active traders. Remember, folks, everything I'm showing you is included for $12.86. You don't pay extra for any of this stuff. The Trade Ideas scanner. So you guys will be able to see what stocks are making new highs, new lows, which ones have a surge in volume to make sure you're always focused on the hottest stocks during the day. You've got the simulator, which lets you trade stocks and options with fake money so you can practice what you're learning in the courses. We have our own proprietary scanner as well, which has the same functionality as FinViz Elite and also lets you scan for crypto. You have dark pool data, unusual options activity. This is stuff that used to only be available to professionals. Now it's at the fingertips of TeachD members. This is what the TeachD platform is about. Leveling the playing field for you, giving you access to tools, resources, education so you can make better informed decisions. Joseph, welcome. 10 laptops left. Everybody welcome Joseph. 10 laptops left. TTG 121 coupon code. All right. Folks, you also then have the trading journal. The trading journal will actually track your trades and show you statistics and data so you can figure out what you're doing wrong. So we know what to fix. It's a game changer when you guys are trying to improve on your trading. You have the social sentiment scanner, which will track on StockTwits, Twitter, and StockTwits, Twitter, and Reddit, and tell you what stocks are being mentioned the most on those platforms so you can stay ahead of the crowd. You always know what stocks are in play. You're always going to get also our analyst ratings with our stock profile tool. So you can actually get unlimited reports on any stock you're interested in that will tell you all the analyst ratings for that particular stock. So before you buy something, you can see what stocks are also, or what analysts also have a buy rating. Guys, tonight's code word, my TTG members, this is for members only. The code word for tonight is indecision. Indecision. Now this, if you're not a member, don't worry about this. I told you before, we do giveaways with members. We give away cash, we give away electronics, we do a lot of fun stuff with them. So So this is part of one of those giveaways. So guys, members, the code word for tonight is indecision. Indecision is the code word for tonight. You're also going to get our watch list so that you always know what stocks the TTG traders have their eyes on, but more importantly, how we plan on trading those stocks. And then you get all the courses. Remember, simplified and expanded upon version what I learned working at the fund. Beginner courses, advanced options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, all in text and video format, whichever is easier for you guys to learn. There's no upsells for more courses. There's no VIP or professional courses that cost more money. You get access to every course when you join. You also get our video library, which has over 200 hours of additional educational video content. These are workshops that we've conducted with members, like how to grow a small account, how to trade while working a full-time job, how to resist FOMO. You get access to all this stuff. Then you'll be able to attend those workshops live as a member. You can attend them live instead of just watching them in the library. We have the premium blog that has, some market commentary and trade ideas. And then anything new, like any new course, any new tool that we add in the future, you do not pay extra for. It's included. All right. So the next 10 people that go to ttgoffer.com and enter the code TTG121 will get a 41% discount, the free laptop, the 2 private study groups, and the double your money back guarantee. Allow me to be clear about this money back guarantee again. You're going to pay $12.86 to join right now. If you go through all the courses, pass the quizzes, and the 10-1 study group, if by the end of your membership you have still not made back your membership fee at least once, I'm going to give you not just the $12.86 back, I'm going to give you double it. I'm going to give you back $2,572. That is how confident I am in our ability to help you become successful and help you achieve your goals. That I'm willing to put my money where my mouth is. That is the double your money back guarantee. You just have to go to ttgoffer.com and enter the code TTG121. We're 5-star rated on Trustpilot. Go check us out, guys. Over 1,400 people have taken the time to leave us a review. Read the 5 stars, read the 1 stars. You decide if your trading group is right for you. There's no better review than one from your peers. Go check them out. All right. And then last but not least, if you guys are still unsure about joining, if you're still on this live stream and you are still not a member, do yourself a favor, spend the $3, join the trial. It's only $3. Go to ttgthree.com. There is no automatic renewal or recurring payment. It is just $3. You've spent $3 probably on a bag of chips before. All right. Join us in chat tomorrow. See what we're all about. Spend a full week with us and then decide if True Trading Group is right for you. All right. Thanks for joining me tonight, folks. I hope this was a helpful live stream. I hope you have a better understanding now of the relationship with the Federal Reserve, what they're doing, what they're not doing, why that's affecting markets, how that's affecting markets, because that's a very important part of becoming successful in the markets. It's understanding what makes markets go up and what makes markets go down. And those catalysts are constantly changing and evolving over time. But let's start right here, right now, because that's what's moving markets today. And that's what's going to move markets tomorrow and in the near future. So understanding that relationship can help you be on the right side of profitable trades. Get your butts in chat. Be ready for tomorrow. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Make sure you guys turn on your notifications. You never want to miss these lives. And then, of course, smash that like button. Show me some love. Show me how much you guys appreciate the information that we share. Thanks for joining me, guys. I love you all. Have a fantastic night. I will see you guys all in chat tomorrow.